You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset, she's going off about something. Hello there, how are you? Welcome back. Since it's the holidays, I thought I'd do kind of a bonus episode that's like in between an episode, like a B-side or a, B-side. My last episode was number 12, 10, 12, and it was the Twisted Metal one. So I thought, since Twisted Metal was a big part of my angsty teenager years, I thought I'd share with you some very embarrassing artwork from back in the day. I've always been an artist, a tattoo artist and such, but a friend of mine, a friend Michael, who I miss dearly, who moved very far away, me and him came up with the idea to make a Twisted Metal type game. And here's some sketches I'm gonna share with you guys, because I'm a hoarder not only for games, but for pretty much everything else. And these lights are fucking hot as hell. Probably a bad idea. So, yeah, here we go. You don't laugh. Almost every single one of these is a fucking ripoff. So we got we'll start here, I guess, with the lame guy that I drew. Most of these were Matchbox cars, so here you go. We got some kind of military vehicle. I don't remember who drove it. I mean, I don't remember what the vehicle looked like, because I don't think it's on here, but here's the driver. Captain Steel. Look at how lame that guy looks. I wouldn't be fucking threatened by that guy at all, and his fucking camouflage is retarded. He looks very, very anime-ish. I was really into anime back then. Then we got, the game's final boss, because, I mean, we were game developers, right? So we had to come up with the last boss. So it looks like he would have been a little quicker than Minion from Twisted Metal. It's Vertigo, last year's winner. Mike drew this guy, and he's driven by some kind of weird fucking lizard predator guy that's got a rocket launcher on his shoulder, because he'd be able to drive a fucking sports car with a rocket launcher mounted onto his shoulder, right? Yeah, okay. I think, did I just say that some of these cars were definitely Matchbox cars that we just bought from like supermarkets and copied them? Well, if I didn't, there you go. Here we go. Here's this guy doesn't even have a name, and actually the drawing came out kind of good. He's got bangs, and I don't know what the hell. Oh, he drives that car down there, and his special is in Electric Blast. But I don't know what the hell his car is supposed to be. That is definitely a Matchbox car. I think Mike drew that one too, but I drew the driver. Now this guy, wow. It's a little Mexican guy with a beard called Hodja, who's on a flying carpet and shoots out rainbows as a special move. And you can see I changed his name to Abdul, because this was a ripoff from another game, as with pretty much everything I drew back then. And then it looks like I gave the flying carpet wheels. And there goes my heater, so hopefully you can't hear it. But yeah, he's on a... This guy's got no protection. He makes Mr. Grimm look like a fucking tank compared to this guy. Just picture Darkseid from Twisted Metal ramming into a fucking flying carpet. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, there I ripped him off from this guy right here. I wish I used to have from a racing game called Street Racer for Sega Saturn, I think PS1, which I never picked up. It's kind of like a Mario Kart clone, but yeah, it was on PlayStation. But remember Game Fan magazine? Well, I used to have a ton of these, and they used to go in depth about like unreleased games and such. But this wasn't unreleased. But yeah, there's Hodja right there. Complete fucking ripoff. Anyway, moving on. We got. So in Twisted Metal, I'm pretty sure there was a cab driver with a hook hand, and the cab's name was Yellow Jacket, and the driver's name was Charlie Kane. Oh well, here he is again. He's back in our shitty game. His taxi has seen better days. It looks like a fucking cartoon, and literally Charlie Kane is the same hook hand and the fucking scally cap and everything. I bet you $10 his special move is a Molotov cocktail.
Sounds good to me, baby.
Wow. Then we got... I wonder if we made a skeleton guy, like the Grim Reaper, as a rip-off of, Mr. Grimm from Twisted Metal. Oh, yeah, there he is. But his name's Bones, in case you were wondering. Bones. What an ass. And the special move is the exact same, too. Stupid. And here we got, somewhat original, but there's a story behind this one, too. The Penguin Brothers. What the fuck? So we got the Grim Reaper ripoff, Mr. Grimm ripoff, Yellow Jacket ripoff, the other guy, idiots, the fucking Mexican on the fucking flying carpet, and, the Penguin Brothers. That drive a like penguin tuxedo with guns all over it, obviously because it's a car combat game. But I can't. That was not original either. I ripped that off from another game I saw from a Saturn racing game and Game Fan, but I couldn't find it to show you guys. Sorry, but it was a ripoff. It was a ripoff. But this guy was kind of original. We didn't come up with the vehicle all the way. We must have ran out of room. But there's the driver. Oh wait, that kind of looks familiar. Oh, that's why, because all the game reviewers for Game Fan magazine had their own little avatar, and it's Evil Lights. Look at that. Look at that. Literally the same guy. Literally. Oh, but my version doesn't have a knife in his hand. Okay, so it's not 100%. It's like, what, 99.9% a ripoff? And this is the last part, I believe. But before I get to the last part, we used to buy notebooks and notepads from stores and supermarkets and, like, you know, Walmart all the time. Actually, Walmart wasn't around then. But we would fill up the notebooks with sketches and designs that I'll go into another time. But this, of course, I have most of those, but I couldn't find the one for this game. I use the term loosely. It had way more characters in it. We had an ironic. We had a fire truck that was driven by like a demon or something like that, and it was a big ass fire truck, but it would shoot out like a flamethrower as a special because we thought that would be kind of cool. And there was another guy, I think, that was like another ripoff of Mr. Grimm, but he wasn't Mr. Grimm. He wasn't a skeleton. He was just like some futuristic guy that had a motorcycle, but his special was he had a grappling hook on the back of the motorcycle, and he could like drive off the edge of a building, because of course we had a rooftop level just like in Twisted Metal. So you could drive off the rooftop, but hitch on your grappling hook and fall off, so the guy behind you would not expect you to fall off and drive off. How is that a special move? That's not even an attack. Alright, and lastly, I actually drew up a map to one of the levels, which, looking at it, is just a ripoff of the warehouse level from Twisted Metal, which I think was the second or third level. So, I'm going to put it together for you guys. Alright, and there's the last piece. There you go. The warehouse. Get some roads to go through. The fuck is that? A pipeline or a McDonald's play place? Oh, and there's a hobo. Yeah. Oh, and a cat. And look, right over there, we got a hobo trying to keep himself warm.
Sounds good to me, baby.
You may have noticed that there's a few instructions, like it shows a guy jump, bystander, such and such, and cars, because I remember it was going to be somewhat like, I mean, it was pre-Grand Theft Auto 3, that wasn't even around yet. Maybe like Tony Hawk's Underground, if you ever played that, where you could get out of the, jump off your jump off your skateboard and start exploring on foot, and it would become like a free roaming game. Yeah, it was kind of going to be like that. So you could like get off your vehicle. What else we got? Oh. Guy with two guns. Shooting the hobo. Or about to shoot the hobo, because maybe he's about to flash him. So maybe he deserves it. There's the second warehouse. And a teleport. Wow. I probably couldn't even spell it back then. That is the warehouse from Unnamed Game. I don't remember what we were going to call it. That was it. Wow, I kept that kind of short for you guys.
What do you mean?
Have a good one. Enjoy your holidays. Merry fucking Christmas. Have a good one. Aaron Strange out. What?